This message is for the king of Lebanon. Thus says Yahweh Allah to the king of Lebanon, Tyre, Sidon, Beirut. Because you are arrogant and have said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of the mighty in the midst of the seas. Whereas you are a man and not indispensable. Although you think in your heart that you are a God, behold, are you wiser than Daniel? Is no secret concealed from you? By your wisdom and your understanding, you have acquired for yourself material possessions. And you have gathered gold and silver into your treasuries. By your great wisdom in your commerce, you have enlarged your armies. And because of your armies, you have become arrogant. Therefore, thus says Yahweh Allah, because you have thought in your heart, you are a God. Therefore, behold, I am bringing strangers against you, the mightiest of nations, and they shall draw their swords against the adornment of your wisdom, and they shall demolish your awe-inspiring splendor. They shall bring you down to destruction, and you shall die with those who are struck by the sword. In the midst of the seas will you continue to say, I am a God. Before those who slay you, you being a man and not indispensable, in the hand of those who destroy you, you shall die the death of the wicked, and the hand of the strangers, for I have decreed it by my memory, says Yahweh Allah. The word of prophecy from before Yahweh was with me, saying, to the king of Lebanon, thus says Yahweh Allah, you were like the sculptural mold, fashioned in wisdom, and perfect in its beauty. In abundant prosperity and luxuries, you delighted yourself as though you were residing in Eden, the garden of the Most High. Wealth, grandeur, and honor were given to you. Your robe was adorned with all kinds of jewels, carnelian, topaz, diamonds, beryls of the sea, and spotted stones, sapphire, emerald, smaragd, inlaid in gold. All these were made for your adornment. As a result, you have become arrogant. However, you did not reflect wisely on your body, which consists of orifices and organs, which you have need, for it's impossible for you to survive without them. They were designed for you from the day on which you were created. You're a king, anointed for the kingdom, and I have given you greatness, but you looked with contempt upon the holy mountain of Yahweh Allah, and you planned to exercise dominion over the holy people. You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created until falsehood was found in you. Because of your abundant commerce and your treasuries were filled with what you had taken by violence, you sinned, and I made you profane. Because you looked upon the holy mountain of Yahweh with contempt, I destroyed you. O noble king, because you planned to exercise dominion over the holy people, you grew arrogant because of your might. Your wisdom was ruined. Because of your awesome splendor, I have driven you out over the earth. I have given you as a warning to kings to ponder over you. Through the multitude of your sins and dishonest trade, you have profaned your sanctuary. And because of your deliberate sins, I brought nations who are as strong as fire. They shall destroy you. And I will reduce you to ashes on the ground in the eyes of all who see you. All who know you among the nations are astounded over you. I will make you as though you had never been, and so you shall be forever. The word of prophecy was before Yah with me, saying, say this to the Sidonians. I am prophesying against her. That's you, Lebanon. Behold, I am sending my wrath against you, O Sidon, and I will be glorified in the midst of you. And they shall know that I am Yah when I visit just punishment upon her, and I will be sanctified through her. When the slain shall be flung within her, when I bring against her those who slay by the sword from all around, and they shall know that I am Yah. Then for the house of Israel there shall no longer be a wicked king or an annoying ruler from all who surround and plunder them. And they shall know that I am Yah Allah. Thus says Yah Allah, when I gather the house of Israel from among the nations in whom they have been scattered, I will be sanctified through them in the eyesight of the nations, and they shall dwell on their land, which I have given to my servant Jacob. That's Yaakov. And they shall dwell securely on it, and they shall build houses and plant vineyards. They shall dwell there when I inflict just punishment upon all those around them who have plundered them. Then they shall know that I am Yah, their Allah. Now, I have read this same prophecy over 2 years ago. You'll find the sign of this prophecy in Isaiah chapter 23. Moving on. Yah's will be done.